treading slowly on this talking road, just waiting on the sun to rise. I'm treading slowly on this talking road, just waiting for another try. Open up the sky so I can breathe again. Open up my eyes so I can see again. 'Cause ever since you left, it's never been the same. Through the smoke I see you wandering like I've never seen you before, looking lost like a child who's never ever been here before. Through the smoke I know you're miles away from Chicago to LA. I'd go anywhere for you. Smoke could disappear in the night.
Hello, everybody. We're back.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, you got confused.
Sorry.
We're live for Wednesday night, and we're back with someone who hasn't been on this stream in quite a while.
Yeah,
It's James.
it's me.
Here, pull the mic a little closer.
Well, now I don't have room to build nothing.
Hope you guys are doing well. We've already got Grumpy J's in the chat. Batman 5 is here. Hope you guys are doing well. We're back for our Wednesday night stream. We're building bugs. Hang on. Or I'm building bugs. If you want to pull up what you brought to build.
And I am building character. No.
So I'm working on the insect collection. This is the Lego Ideas set that came out, I believe, last year, right? 2024.
Came out last year.
I've had this for a while. I bought it when it came out, and I haven't built it, so I'm excited. And you brought
A tall neck.
A
Or
tall
someone
neck.
With a short neck.
Tell me your favorite thing from Horizon, by the way.
Probably my favorite.
You've
thing
definitely
from
played this game, right?
Horizon, Forbidden West is probably the friendship.
The
between
friendship.
Characters.
The real games we play are the friends that we made along the way, right? Isn't that how it goes? I don't think so.
Don't think so at all.
Logan's here.
Whoa, it's Logan.
It's Logan Brick Films. How's it going, everybody? So we are on our hot streak of every Wednesday night, streaming every Wednesday. If you're new here, we do this every week. I usually bring on a friend or a guest, and we just hang and build and chat. And so this is a really chill, just hang out stream. Aaron's here, Brickspiration, Ethan D. So yeah, I'm going to start building. I need to figure out, we've got a bunch of instructions here. Funny enough, this set is actually one that you built last year on this stream.
last year.
And I had this set at the time, and we talked about doing it at the same time, but I'm only now getting to building it. So
And you were too afraid that I'd build faster.
I'm not opposed to doing a build race at some point. I know Jetty wants to do one at some point.
I am opposed to it.
Brickspiration said that Horizon set is sick. This is a really good set. Yes, highly recommend.
I'm excited. I've never played the game, but I bought this. This was one of my last purchases before I left Lego. So,
Yep.
$40 tall neck for me. I'm
Very
excited
nice.
to build this.
Got to use that discount.
Oh, I used every penny.
If you guys can't hear us or the music is too loud, let us know in the chat. It seems like, hang on, I might be a little bit too hot on the mic, but yeah, just let us know if you guys can hear us all right. Batman 5 said, did you see the new T-Rex skeleton set? It looks awesome. Now, I was planning on bringing this up in the stream later tonight, but I'm glad that we're launching it with the T-Rex because, man, that set looks amazing. Did you see it?
It looks wonderful.
Are you planning on, is that one that you would build?
I mean, it's one that I would build, but as I feel like we have to ask ourselves every single time that a new set leaks, especially, really, I mean, honestly, anything at this point, it's like, where is it going to go is the question.
That one for sure is going to be a big one to figure out storage for.
Aw, stickers.
Grumpy J said, never played that game. And honestly, James can probably relate to you because I don't think he's played Horizon.
I've never played the game either, but before I leave, I'm taking Adam's PlayStation.
Yes, he is. Hope you guys are all doing well, though. It's been a busy week for me, but I feel like we should catch up with James because you haven't been on this stream in months. We've had a bunch of great guests, but James is like the original guest of this stream who was, you were the first one on this stream besides me.
I'm happy to be the Andy Richter to you.
You're the Andy Richter to my Conan. It's good to have you back, buddy. It's good to have you back. Yeah. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at us. Who would have thought? Tell me, what are you excited about right now? What have you been up to? What's going on for you? Like, what are you? What's going on for you right now?
To think of all of the sarcastic things that I could say.
I'm just giving you free reign. That was such an open-ended question.
Really
it was probably
What am I
too
excited
open-ended.
about right now, sports betting, and no,
Just all the awful things that come to mind.
yeah, all of the things that I probably shouldn't talk about.
Batman 5 wants you to take him to see Jurassic World.
I mean, honestly, let's go.
We're actually going to be auctioning off a Jurassic World date with
me.
James later tonight. So you came to the
wow.
right stream.
How much do I have to pay to go alone? Not that I don't want to go with you back.
I'll be
No.
the top bidder for sure.
I'll go. Come on. Let's, you buy the cookie dough bites and an cherry icy at Adam's.
Is that the go-to
that is the
movie theater snack?
Honestly,
the cookie
if
bites?
they serve cookie dough bites at McDonald's, I would get that cherry icy and
What?
cookie dough bites. Every
Popcorn? No to popcorn?
It really depends. Right now, my lips are chapped, so it's a no to popcorn.
In the moment.
In
but
the moment,
in
I'm
the
not
moment.
feeling popcorn. I do.
Wouldn't it be funny if I
popcorn,
just
but
had
honestly-
popcorn right here and I just pulled out?
Honestly, the problem with popcorn is I keep my floss in my car, not in my pocket. That is the problem. Fun fact about me:
Am
my
I
house is
weird for not-
booby-trapped with floss?
Am I weird for not having floss in my car? Is that a me thing?
No, I have 4 different packs of floss in my house. One upstairs, one downstairs, one in
Okay,
my
so it's not
office, and
that
then
I would
one-
never do that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're going to be economical, you buy the multi-pack, and I don't know who's going through 10,000 yards of dental floss in a lifetime, so I'm like,
Someone with
I'll
really
just go
good-looking
through
teeth.
A little here and there.
Brickspiration is saying it's always a painful realization when you have to wonder if the set is too big. Yes, absolutely. I saw that T-Rex though, and that was an immediate yes for me.
It looks beautiful.
I am so excited to build it, and I am happy because it's based so closely on that skull, the T-Rex skull set, and I was definitely wanting to get that set, but I'm glad that I didn't, and now I have the whole thing, and it makes me wonder, like, you know what I really want to do? I really want to see some alternate builds of other dinosaurs using the pieces.
Guaranteed you're going to see that. Like, forget who it was on Rebrickable that did that with the museum fossils.
Oh, yeah.
Fossils, and they made so many, and they put the instructions out for free. Don't you love people that just love the community to put things out for free?
Yeah, free instructions are
man.
great.
Which, speaking of community advice, don't forget to scan your Lego set instructions, kids.
You'll make a whole 20th of a cent
Bro,
in VIP points.
You know, I'm trying to help people out, and it's actually a 33rd of a cent.
I actually can't scan my... Oh, I can scan this
No,
one. Hang on.
Yeah, that first one. I would have scanned it if I haven't already built the bugs.
I know. I've seen... I was talking about this with Tyler last week, who came on the stream, and he was making fun of me for scanning it. And I was telling him... I don't know if I was telling him after the stream or not, or maybe it was on the stream, but you've got a lot of people now who do Lego reviews and content creators, and people will try to race to scan the video, the QR code in the video. Like if someone's doing a review and they, like, for example, if I did this, I want to see if anyone's faster than me. Okay, so have your phone out if you're watching the stream. Let's see if you can scan it before I can get the points. And you can have the points if you can get there. Ready? Hang on. Let me do this. There's the QR code right there in the corner. I don't think it's even in focus. If you can scan...
You're really setting them up. It's like your TV scans it.
My TV scan. Hang on. And now I'm going to scan it, and let's see if it'll... If it's already claimed by someone. Let's see. Oh, no, I got it. There you go. Register for 20 points. If you didn't know that you could do this, you should definitely do this because it's free points, but...
it just adds up over time. It's like picking up pennies.
I do always laugh because, in this, oh, my screen's blowing out. In this, like, questionnaire that you answer, it asks you who the set is for, what'd you buy it for, where'd you buy it from.
Just scroll to the bottom and hit skip.
Oh, you can skip it. Oh, okay. I didn't know you could. But I always have to say, oh, it's for me. I didn't buy it for anybody else,
Yeah.
So. Alrighty. Yeah, I'm very excited about the T-Rex set. What about you? What have you been building? Have you been working on other non-Lego related builds? Have you? What have you been up to?
I've been doing a lot of outside of Lego, primarily because again I do a lot of Lego building just for work, and so sometimes it does take the motivation out of like, I don't necessarily want to do that with my free time.
That makes sense.
I do actually. I have to build the Kingfisher for. I'm working a Lego event this weekend.
Nice.
Next weekend, and that is a set that I am judging for like 33 people. So I've got to build it and make sure I'm.
It's exciting.
So I can judge 33 sets by logistical build flow in like 25 minutes. But it's a fun gig. So
this is for like Lego Masters or something, right? You're judging the next generation of.
I am. I've been requested to be on there. Don't look that up and don't tell people, but you heard it here and only here, and that's where it stays.
What's up, GS Animation? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're just hanging out. We're building. We're going to be building for a little bit. I'm surprised. I'm just going to build. This is just going to be a chill stream because I think how many bags are you working with right now?
8 bags. But
8 bags?
Like 1,200 pieces.
Okay, yeah, mine is only 7 bags, so I'm just going to take my sweet old time.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, unless you just kick me out, I'm good to do whatever.
Okay, cool.
I'm just chilling.
We're not going to go for more than like a couple hours, though, so we'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I probably wouldn't want to hang out long.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Wouldn't it be funny if you just decided to leave in the middle of the stream? You were just like, I'm done. Pack up your bricks and head home.
All right, bye guys.
Bye guys.
Oh, speaking of bricks, I will tell you something that I am excited about, and I didn't bring this, even though you requested. I got the Lego deal. Deals in the last.
This is a great
7
story.
days.
I'm excited to hear it again. This is great.
Aaron Crumbly, who I'm sure will be on here, Hiker Aaron, if you're looking for some dope Pokemon image on Instagram.
Is it Hiker Aaron or Trainer Aaron? I thought it was
Hiker
Trainer.
Aaron.
Hiker Aaron.
Because
Okay.
that's also his Pokemon Go trainer name. Which, if you're not playing Pokemon Go, what's wrong? Come play with me. I'll give you my trainer code if you ask. I will read it out loud on the stream. Anyway, so Aaron Crumbly, very good friend.
Can I pause for a second? I want to show you because you're a sucker for instruction errors.
I love this.
Look at this.
I don't remember what it is. Oh, that's like awful print quality.
So look at this. We've got
dark turquoise.
I'm working on the instructions right now.
You can see it clearly from back here.
Yeah. So I'm working with green pieces for the base of this butterfly stand, and they're blue right here on this page, but they're green. It's confusing.
Yeah, that's... Oh, Immosaurus is here.
What's up, Immosaurus? How's it going, Emily? I'm building the butterfly right now, and James is building...
I'm building it, and by it, I mean...
He's building it.
The tall neck.
Anyways, so, okay, back to the story.
Yeah. So anyway, deal of deals.
Where did you find this deal?
Aaron Crumbly texted me. Last Saturday, I was at home after recovering from dying all of last week. I was so sick. Trying to figure out what I was going to do on my day. I was playing Pokemon Go Nova Fest. And Aaron texts me and goes, any interest in this? And it's a picture of like a broken set in a box, and it's got a sticky note on it. But the first thing that drew my eye was a large windscreen piece. And it was the windscreen of the 2006 UCS Vader's TIE Fighter.
Crazy.
And I looked at it and I was like, okay, bet. I'm definitely interested. And I FaceTimed with him, checked out the quality of the windscreen and even like the yellowing of some of the pieces. And I was like, well, I'm on my way. And I drove about an hour with traffic, $275. So about $290 after tax.
What a steal. What a
Took it
steal.
home. Literally the only thing that was wrong with it is it had been dropped. And there is one piece that I do technically need to replace if I ever wanted to sell it. It is the old boat front piece. It's like the double wedge that's...
Was it broken?
It's warped.
Okay.
But technically I could, because it's mirror imaged on it, I could flip it and hide it under pieces. But $290, tax and all. It was...
And you got to tell everybody, so this set how much does it usually go for, like on the aftermarket?
Just that windscreen and the printed dome, just those two pieces in that condition would cost me about $250.
Great.
So, and then
not even for the full set, just the windscreen piece.
The sticker, because it's at that age for UCS, they were stamps, which if you were not aware, and it's a sticker across multiple pieces.
Yeah.
And it is in like pristine condition. You probably couldn't find one in as good a condition still on the sticker sheet.
I love finding those crazy deals on Facebook Marketplace, but I feel like all the, you really have to put a lot of trust in the parents and the grandmas and the grandpas who like don't know exactly what they have. And I feel like these days they've gotten smarter. Like they'll look up, this Lego set or that, and it's just, you find them like priced a little bit higher than you see them on Bricklink, and I'm just like, I feel like it's just, you have to really find someone who's desperate to get rid of it. So
it's just the
Aubrey is here. What's up, Aubrey?
Oh, what's up, Ob the Builder?
Ob the Builder in the chat. Monkey Scout is here. What's up, Monkey Scout? I got the insect collection for Christmas. It's one of my favorite sets. Yeah, this is I've been looking forward to building this for a long time. And James, you built this already, so we've kind of already seen it here on the stream because you built this last year here on the stream.
Beautiful
but
set.
Great set. I'm very excited to display it. I have a thing for Lego animals. I think Lego animals are great. Especially like these, because it's very close to, at least the butterfly. I think they're all very close to real scale for like real life.
Pretty close to it. I mean, I think of all of the insects in the collection, the praying mantis is the one that has the largest varying size difference.
Right.
Just in the wild.
I feel like they definitely should do a follow-up. I know that we've got another Lego Ideas set coming out with the rocks. Have you seen
the
that?
Geodes, yeah.
And maybe it's just me because I'm not a rock guy. I think bugs are more interesting than rocks, but
you like Kevin Hart more than the Rock.
The Rock. But no, I'm interested to see how that set turns out.
I will tell
when it does come out.
I honestly was so excited, and I don't know if he watches your stuff, but Hachiroku 92.
Oh yeah, shout out to Hachiroku. Yeah.
Literally one of my favorite.
Is he the one who did the geodes?
No, he did the.
Oh, he did this.
Yeah, he did the insects. And
I am a big Hachiroku fan.
Wonderful stuff. Like if you want to just see phenomenal and high quality Lego mock content that just cuts any of the fat, it is just.
I will plug. Actually, I will say this because he has a current Lego Ideas project for Portal. The Portal 2.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah,
yes.
and it's up right now. I think it's at, last time I checked, because I just voted for it last week, I think it's around 6,000 votes. So definitely go and look it up. Like he has it on his Instagram profile Hachiroku 92, right?
Yes, Hachiroku 92.
It's awesome.
My mic isn't working. I can hear myself, but granted, it's running through my own ears.
James' mic isn't working. Do you need to just talk closer?
This is a thing now where only your mic's been on, and I think it's on purpose, man. If any time it would be on purpose, it's right now.
Yeah.
He wants to silence the fact that I came up with the line, "Honey, I shrunk."
It's a power struggle every week here about, just an example of me demonstrating my control over this space we're in. If you unplug the power, unplug and replug. That cable needs to be replaced for sure.
Aubrey said she can hear me, but my mic is restarting, so please hold.
Yeah, we'll get it fixed. Now it's fine. Great. Cool. Aubrey asks, we drinking the oil tonight? And I would say that's the fastest in a stream that anyone has brought up the oil. And
I mean, it's just because she's not here and she doesn't have to do it.
I know.
It's the same reason why I brought it up.
This is the best running gag. I've been avoiding this. I don't know how much longer I can keep running from this.
I will tell you because so we got prepared for this stream very late.
We did get a late start.
To what we normally do. And I've been in the area for a little while working at a local coffee shop, Phoenix Roasters. Quick plug.
Shout out.
Fantastic people, fantastic coffee.
Yep.
Coffee that matters. So anyway, I did have the thought, instead of being over here and visiting with my friends, I'm going to go try and find the rankest, oiliest peanut butter. and 2 spoons.
I don't know. Everybody, we get new people coming in every week, so I feel like we have to retread this every week. You know, it's like this is an ongoing bit. I will say, I did buy some peanut butter earlier, just a couple days ago.
Oh, you did tell me.
And it was
there were
literally on the phone with you, and you asked me about it, and I had just opened a fresh thing of peanut butter. I haven't come across a single jar of peanut butter that has that layer of oil at the top in a long time.
You gotta pump those numbers up.
I just go for that organic Jif classic peanut butter, and I just, you know. Aubrey said, I think
we should have a fear factor type activity.
Maybe we need some like kind of disclaimer at the bottom of every stream too, that like, hey, this is not the peanut butter oil week.
And if we do that, it just says this is not Joe Rogan inspired. Oh, no, Fear Factor freaked me out as a kid. I was
Really?
like, bugs? Yeah. And then now I'm like, oh, bugs.
Are you?
Ew.
Have you tried anything like that? Most people would be like, yeah, like scorpions. I know some people eat scorpions. And...
I can tell you that one of my I've never eaten that or like chocolate covered grasshoppers or anything like that. But let's do food hot takes. What is a food that you know if you say it to me, I'm gonna go, what? Because I've got one for you.
That I've eaten or that you've eaten?
That you're like, I would eat this again. Or you're like, I just can't live without it. Like, what is... I'm not eating crickets, Aubrey. I'm not a snail or whatever.
It's funny you said that, Aubrey. And I pull out cricket on the bug episode. Honestly, this stream would have been perfect for eating bugs. Like, we're building bugs.
Would have also been perfect for me to cry and go home prematurely.
Can you imagine?
Playmation Shorts. Welcome in.
What's up, Playmation Shorts? It's Ben. So wait, I want to know your food hot take.
No,
then.
I literally asked you first.
Oh God.
I asked you first, and I want to hear what yours is.
So what are you asking for a food that I like that other people wouldn't like?
Okay, fine. I'll go first to set the tone.
I'm confused.
I'll go first to set the tone.
Okay.
One of like, and I'm not like making these every day at night and like eating them the next day.
This is like a confessional here. You're gonna say something really gross, aren't you?
I mean, I don't think it's that weird. I think it makes sense. So we are all familiar with the charcuterie board, right? Like,
yeah, everybody loves a good charcuterie.
Good charcuterie board, and a good charcuterie board has
cheese,
crackers,
some kind of meat like ham, salami, bologna,
preservatives like a jelly or a jam.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the fancier realms, yeah.
I am bougie.
Okay.
I'm bougie.
Are you?
Blackberry
Yeah.
jam. That's the answer we're looking for.
Jam?
Like preservative.
Wouldn't that get like kind of messy though on your board?
You're a fan of Lego. We're fans of Lego. Sin?
I'm a fan of Lego too. What's up, Sin? And Logan's back. What's up, Logan? And Aubrey said, all right, so now James needs to eat a bug. James eats a bug same night as the peanut butter oil night. So he would be in it together.
I will eat all of the peanut butter and leave the bugs to the bug guy. I work for Lego, not working. Come on, man.
If you guys didn't know, James worked at Lego for a whole decade, right?
10 consecutive years, but I technically started in 2009.
Wow.
So what I'm trying to tell you is I am old.
Aren't we all? We're basically this. No, am I a little older than you?
Me.
I'm older than you.
No, yeah, you got 1 foot in the grave.
Yeah. The fact that you had to look down under the table is.
If there's anything, is I'm going to commit to a bit. That's something you've all come to know and love about.
Yes.
Brick or bugs? Yes. Dip the bugs in the
Dip the
butter
bugs.
oil.
Dip the bugs in the.
Honestly, sure.
How far can we go? How far can this bit travel? How many legs does this have?
You know, honestly,
how many legs are in the oil?
Honestly, how many legs are on the bugs?
Yeah, that's
that'd be fire. I like how you're putting the idea out there, and then you're also just hyping yourself up, like dip the bugs in the oil. That's fire.
This is an exercise in a mob mentality. Somebody is like in a crowd and they shout something, and then suddenly the entire crowd is shouting it.
Yeah.
Drink the oil.
Oh,
eat
you
the
said
bugs.
mob mentality. I was like mom mentality.
Mom mentality.
What's a mom mentality? Like, nah, I feel okay and I'm fed.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I feel like my hot take on food that people generally go.
That was it was. I was expecting something more extreme. I think.
I haven't even said what it is.
Oh, I thought
I'm
the jam.
setting it up. And
I
then,
thought the
and
jam
then-
was the hot take.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Blackberry jam and pepperoni sandwich.
Like between bread,
Between bread.
blackberry jam.
Blackberry
and
jam
pepperonis.
and pepperoni sandwich. Delicious. Sweet, savory bread.
That sounds like a pregnancy craving to
It's
me.
honestly, well, you got a test for me to take because honestly, I could go for one right now. Ben and Jerry's could make that my flavor.
It's like how Jimmy Fallon's got his Ben and Jerry's flavor. It's like
the Tonight Dough.
the Tonight Dough, which shout out Tonight Dough because it's. I'm a little sad. I'm not the biggest Jimmy Fallon fan. I'm a little sad that my favorite flavor has Jimmy Fallon's face on it. But yeah, no, I do appreciate. Yeah. What kind of pose would you make on the Ben and Jerry's front of the box?
Pose would well, you know, Jerry Garcia's not on Jerry Garcia. I don't know. Okay, well, here we go. If you don't have a food hot take, what is your Ben and Jerry's flavor if you were having one named after you?
Oh. If I was having a Ben and Jerry's flavor named after me, you're just asking me to like just straight into the riff, right?
I mean, honestly,
this is like improv 101. I've been
I
put
am-
on the spot.
Jam and cheese is weird to me, but some people like it. Well, the good news is Playmation Shorts, not talking about jam and cheese. Talking about jam and pepperoni.
Here's a Lego question. We got GS Animation asking, what's your guys' favorite UCS set?
Ooh, my favorite UCS set.
This guy has a ton of them.
I really do. Yeah, I do. If I had to go pure aesthetics and overall desirability, like if I lost my collection tomorrow, I would want a UCS. Can I call it the slave one anymore?
We can't dead name the slave
I want
one.
the UCS Boba Fett Starship. Honestly, the windscreen that was created for it, sleek, beautiful, with some of the rumors that we're not going to talk about on stream.
Yep.
I'm very excited to
Me as well.
see what is going to happen.
I'm very
really-
excited for the rumors as well.
I have not built the UCS Razor Crest. That is one that I would like, but for the same
Yeah.
dinosaur discussion that we had earlier, where's it
It's a
gonna go?
space question.
I have so many things taking up space, and I also
Yeah.
have Gundam taking up space. And other things.
Before we get too far from the ice cream topic, Aubrey wants to know what our thoughts are on mint ice cream.
Oh, I love mint.
10 out of 10. I would say here actually I do have a take on mint ice cream because I'm gonna old man this. Mint ice cream tasted better when they still added the food coloring. Nowadays all the mint ice cream,
They took everything from us.
it just looks like vanilla ice cream, but it's confusing to my eyes and my taste buds.
I do love the green mint chocolate chip.
I'm the kind of guy, I want the food this is such a preschooler mentality. I want the food that I'm eating to taste like the color it is. I don't want
Oh shoot!
I need it to look processed
Oh,
and feel
man.
like it's full of food coloring.
So stupid, and I love it.
But listen to me though. There was somewhere where we got wiser and healthier, and we started to take all the dye out of this ice cream and made it less mint looking, you know. And I want mint ice cream to be green again.
Oh yeah, mint chocolate chip, Playmation Shorts. I have never had mint chocolate chip or mint ice cream with Oreo chunks. That sounds delicious.
Mm-hmm.
GS Animation. How do you guys like the newer Indiana Jones set?
Ooh.
I love the new Indiana Jones sets, and I did not get a single one.
I didn't
Or the
either, to
aspect
be
of
honest.
space. If there was one that I was going to get, it would have been the Well of Souls.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't love a good Sala minifigure? And honestly, they all just looked fantastic. And
I really wanted to get the plane, and I never got
The
it.
plane looked wonderful. Actually, my dad also builds Lego. Shout out Glenn. What up if you're watching? Probably not.
Shout out to Glenn.
but my dad actually bought one on clearance, and it's just at the house, and he hasn't built it. And I have been like, hey, can I give you however much you want for that set?
I have a similar problem with my dad because he has some very rare. He's got, well, I don't even want the sealed set that he bought, but he does have a big collection of he's got several white Boba Fett's, the prototype Boba Fett's, and every year that I go back, he only got them from this. All got them from the same event, but the people at the Lego booth gave us a bulk amount of these white Boba Fett's just as a hey, they were leaving, and my dad asked for permission, and so I had many of them, and now I've either sold them, traded them, or I have one left, I think, and one sealed.
All but my one.
What's that?
I've traded all but my one.
Okay, yeah.
Well, yeah.
But every time I go home, I go into his closet and I dig around and I find his white Boba Fett's, and I'm like, oh yeah, and I tell him, this is a great stocking stuffer. This would be a great stocking. Just pop one in there.
No cost to you.
And recently, this last Christmas, I finally told him how much they were worth, which was a mistake. But I was just, Dad, do you know how much these are worth these days? Because these figures are worth like $300 to $400 at least.
Yeah, it's not a little.
And so
it's a lot.
I basically ruined my chances of ever getting one. And that's that. Playmation Shorts wants to know, is James going to Brickworld or any other Lego cons this year? What a great question.
I am going to be at Brickworld Chicago with the Bricker Builds team. Shout out, BB.
Yep.
So I will be there. Excuse me. Pardon.
Yeah, not on the mic, please.
Well, people said they couldn't hear me. Oh my word! So I'm so sorry. I will be at Brickworld Chicago this year. Very excited about it. One of my favorite things is now a tradition for me. This is my third year in a row, and I have not attended as a displayer to a convention since 2023, but I am hoping to display something. Obviously not at Brickworld this year. I'm sure everything's closed because it fills up fast, as I understand it. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, I have the opportunity to go with work, but I would love to start going to conventions and displaying a little more.
You should.
I don't build a lot for the same reason that I said earlier. I build Lego. I touch Lego bricks almost every single day for work, and so there are sometimes that after work I'm like, man, I want to go play a musical instrument. I want to go, build a Gundam model, and I kind of want to scratch another creative side of my brain.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
So there are things that I would like to build and mocks that I would like to make to go display. But anyway, to get back to it and answer your question, I will be at Brickworld Chicago this year. Very much looking forward to it.
You guys can introduce yourself to James at Brickworld as that guy from Ant Bandit Streams.
Oh, I never forget an internet handle.
I'm also very excited about Brickworld. I am not sure what I'm going to build. I do have some plans that for mocks, but I'm always like trying to come up with the time to actually build them. So we'll see if I can figure out something to bring.
You got to figure out what next.
Kyle's here. What's up, Kyle? Let's see. Kyle wants to know if you both could join forces and create your own set for distribution, what would it be?
We could join forces.
We would do it like in a Sailor Moon like suit up style, or like where we would the light would spin around us, our clothes would magically appear onto us,
and that's the whole
joining forces
set. That's what it is.
That would be the set, is our forces joined.
Yeah.
And
by our powers combined.
By our powers combined.
By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. Shout out to anyone who actually knows what that is, because Adam and I roll. I'm very excited about Brickworld. I need to start putting together. I realized I watched this video today. It really kind of like put me on pause because
I feel like I've been really struggling lately with like all of my projects to like actually be someone who sits down and works on them instead of plans them, because I have all these great mocks and video ideas and they're in all various levels of, you know, being worked on, but I just need to like take action and do it. And I've been like struggling with that lately of like, okay, I need to actually sit down and work on what I'm, you know, just for my sake. And you know, I try my best to do that, but it can be hard. And, you know, to not blame like, oh, I've got work, I've got this and that. And then, or, you know, I deserve a break. I'm going to, you know, play video games for a bit. And I'm like, okay,
some mint chocolate chip.
I need some mint chocolate chip ice cream right now. Stat. Just IV right into my bloodstream. But no, I've got a lot. I am going on vacation next week. So next week we will be live this, you know, Wednesday. We're going to have Tyler back on the stream to hang out. Sorry. Look at this face. We need to screenshot this face. He's so disappointed. You can come back next the week after I get back. I'm sorry, James.
Touch me. No, that'll be good.
The only reason Tyler's coming over is because he's watching my pets. Wow.
Old Vivid Bricks.
Bricks Tyler.
I can say that because he's living in my house right now. So.
But
I actually do have one more thought really quick. I am going to another LEGO convention, and Beyond the Brick actually just highlighted it, I believe. But I am actually leading a workshop at this convention. I am going to La Summit de la Brique in Montreal, and I am leading an instructions workshop.
That's in Canada.
Yes, that's where Montreal is.
Yeah, okay.
No, Montreal, Spain. But I will be
the jokes, the things
that.
that I could say about Canada, I just have to filter my own self sometimes. I'm not going to say anything about Canada.
I appreciate that.
I think that's probably, considering everything that's going on in the world right now, I'm just like...
Je parle un peu français. I'm saying I speak...
Oui.
Yes, I do. I do speak.
No, that'll be cool. And you've been to that show before too, right?
Yes. Since that, I took a picture of your face if you want.
Yes, send it to me. I want to see the picture.
Let's post that. Let's get that going with a hashtag called disappointment.
It'll be a new meme. Here, post it on your story.
Disappointment.
Post it on your story and tag at James Nunnally. I want to see it.
At JNunnyBuns.
Aubrey said, "Wow, I wouldn't have guessed the common ground would be Sailor Moon for our joined forces." I'm just describing the visual. You know,
I'm describing the crux of the set.
Don't talk to me about your crux, please. Aubrey asked, when can I come back? You are welcome to come back at any point, Aubrey.
You gotta get in line.
I think James is a little bit defensive about his place on this stream now as a guest, though.
Aubrey, I think you missed it, but I am Andy Richter to Conan O'Brien over here.
I will say...
you're Andy Richter, because, I mean, my hair is closer to a pompadour.
Wait, how? No, this is the Conan. Conan has his hair up like this.
It's not. It's
pompadour.
not the pompadour of Conan O'Brien.
I can do the string dance for you if you want.
Please do it. You know what? I paid $5 2 weeks ago, and I'm here to.
If somebody donates, I will do the Conan O'Brien string dance right now.
I donated $5. Let's peer pressure him into giving us.
I will do whatever. I will do whatever. Let's see. Yeah, Aubrey, you're welcome to come on. I feel like, so back to what I was saying. So next week we'll be live with Tyler, and I think we're just going to hang out and sort some of my collection. It'll be a real chill stream. And then the week after, I will be gone on vacation. Free labor. He's not watching this right now, right? So.
Oh, if you are watching this, Tyler, please feed my dog. Please. Dexter needs sustenance.
I think it's always funny, like, you know, for those who don't know, we all live in Atlanta, and you live like an hour away from me, though.
I don't live an hour away. I live on the northwest side of the perimeter.
For as often as I invite you over and you complain about traffic, though, it feels like you live 3 hours away.
Adam does not live in Atlanta. Adam lives Atlanta adjacent.
Don't dox my location. My address.
I'm not going to dox
This is where Adam lives.
But you say Atlanta, and no.
So here in Atlanta, we have this thing. So if you don't know, Atlanta is like really poorly designed. It's a major city, but it's spread out, sprawling over
So bad it had to be burned down.
They could have rebuilt it better, but basically you have to drive anywhere, and Atlanta is always an hour away from Atlanta. That's what we always say. But we have the saying, if you don't know and you're not from Atlanta, you've got ITP and OTP. Both of us, I think, wait, you actually are ITP.
I am OTP by like
a meter.
A mile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I live right. I'll tell you where I live. My
don't
address,
don't
my
dox
social
yourself.
security number is.
Don't dox
Please send pizzas.
Because here's the thing, they're going to get to you, and then they're going to get to me through you.
Aubrey said, "Let's do the stream while you're not here."
Oh, hey.
That would be fun.
A guest stream where I'm not on this stream?
I would love to do that.
Maybe I can set that up.
Aubrey, we're gonna do that.
There's a lot of random stuff that you'd have to do, but
I know how to edit a picture and make it look like bugs are attacking San Francisco. Like, I can do that.
That might be fun. Maybe I can set that up for you.
You and I are going to do that, Aubrey. We're going to make it happen, and please bring all the costumes. I'll bring my Captain America costume and do a stream in a full-scale 28-pound Captain America.
You would never do that with me, though, but you're going to do it for her?
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you for the lack of peanut butter oil.
Oh, my God. Watch the stream. The one stream that I'm not here for is like the one that pops off and does really well. You guys,
Aubrey. I double down and bet. Please.
Oh my gosh.
Let's do that. Although I do feel bad because Tyler actually will be here.
I was gonna say Tyler will be staying in my house.
Well, he can take the night off.
Maybe I have entertained the idea of how fun would it be to do a build stream with 3 different people. If that would that be too chaotic? I don't know.
You don't have the microphone capacity for that. And I mean, right now, half of
we used to share one microphone.
And there's a reason why we don't do that right now. Might I remind you that I am plugged into my own unit.
This is true. We know that you enjoy being plugged into your own unit.
And by my own unit, I mean my Lego set that I'm building right now. Yeah,
but anyways.
Hey, also, you say you're like, I'm from Atlanta. I'm in Atlanta.
We didn't even tell them what the acronym meant.
Atlanta, always traveling, long, bleak, negotiable times around. That's what Atlanta stands for.
Oh, the acronym of the word Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty clever. Yeah. I was talking about the ITB OTP because we didn't say that.
Well, they can guess.
If you're OTP,
they can guess.
All right. I was trying to inform
in the perimeter,
my followers and our fans of the lore of our city that we live in.
I just whispered it into the mic.
Okay.
You couldn't hear it. I just needed to. You're from Florida.
Yes, I am.
So you probably can answer. Exo Edit Jetty.
What does it say?
Is curious about how to get to the beach that makes you old. I think that is in Florida. I've seen a lot of old people in Florida.
There are a lot of people in Florida. I wouldn't be surprised if the beach that makes you old is in Florida. Shout out to Exo Edit's Jetty.
Beach that makes you old. Jetty also used to live in my house. Honestly, if you are a wayward Lego builder and you want reasonable rent in the Atlanta area, please.
This is an official advertisement right now.
Follow me. Oh, Vivid Bricks is here, and he went to the beach that makes you old and got old. I don't want to feel like we're ignoring you, Sin. I'm sorry. We get excited that our friends are here. So our favorite Lego set ever made. We've talked about this a few times.
We'll answer it again.
Yeah, I'll answer it again.
What is your favorite Lego set?
Too into it. Okay, Aubrey. I'll move in a little closer so you guys can hear my warm, buttery voice. That's fine.
Aubrey's doing the real work here.
I appreciate it.
Helping us.
Troubleshooting before we get to it. Sen, I still haven't forgotten about you. So you asked 2 questions. The first one, I believe, 3 times because I haven't forgotten and I've got pretty good recall. But what my favorite set is of all time, I would probably... I know last time I said I love the... oh my gosh, I can see it in my head now.
Forgot.
No, I can see it in my head now, and I can't remember the name of the. Oh my gosh, from 2 Towers, the Lord of the Rings.
Helm's Deep.
Helm's Deep. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Love Helm's Deep.
Yeah.
I bought a Helm's Deep. I bought a couple of the extensions.
I was gonna say, did you buy
a bag full of Uruk-hai soldiers?
This is from Peter Jackson's masterpiece, The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers.
Love. Aubrey, also, is that better? If you can throw.
It's just easier to hear Adam.
Drop that in chat. I also may have turned my mic down. I have
hang on.
no
Let me see.
ability to know how to do that. Okay.
All right, try that.
We can just move it closer to my face. That also.
Really, just romance it. Just get up in there.
I was a musician. Still am. I can.
You just gotta. Don't be bashful.
This is a podcast now. No. Anyway, your favorite set.
Yes. So I will say I do have an affinity for all the Lord of the Rings sets. We've got. I don't know if we can see here. Let me switch my. There's.
Oh wow! You actually can't see it.
Can't see it. Rivendell is behind us. But then let's see. Let me go back to the two-person. I would say my favorite set. I still have a lot of nostalgia for like the sets that I grew up with. So one of the sets that's always been on my shelf is the expedition balloon from Adventurers.
Oh, you do love that set.
I love that set. There's something about it. If you don't know what it is, it's like this big blimp, and it's this big plastic piece, and you put stickers on it. And the fun part about it is that you can take the pieces of the carriage under the blimp, and you can put it inside the blimp, like the tail comes off. So I have always loved that set. Definitely enjoy it. And there are a few sets that I really would, leave undisassembled or uncannibalized for parts. I also really like the old fishing store, the lighthouse I'm a big fan of, even though that one is very expensive. And most recently, which is sitting right here in front of me, the Deku Tree, the Legend of Zelda set. I'm a big fan of that.
I do want to build that Deku Tree.
Yeah.
I actually,
Oh my gosh. Who is this in chat? Who is... Shout out to James Nunnally in the chat.
He's probably a handsome devil if I had to... Oh, look at that profile picture. Hold on.
The profile picture is...
Sorry, I wanted to try.
You had to replicate it.
I'm sorry. I've been thinking about doing that ever since you asked me to come on last week. I was like, man, I am gonna do that. And who knows? Maybe
I love the long payoff.
I'll interact with you by voice and text.
Yeah.
That's a
What's up, Levi's Films?
It's a guarantee.
Welcome to the stream. We're messing around. We're having a good time.
This is a very casual stream. I'm literally only building with one hand, so I can lean into this.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that James guy is kind of pretty. Thank you, Exo Edits. Honestly, if you want to hop in the chat, Exo Edits, I guarantee you will give you the entire 5-hour lore of Bionicle.
Only 5 hours is impressive.
Honestly, he's got it. It's down to a science.
5 hours is a lot less than the Duck Bricks 9 hour long.
In a time before time. So last year at the convention in Montreal, La Summit de la Brique, we did some killer parts drafts. We did a parts draft for Rivendell. And we also did a parts draft for the Deku Tree. And everyone who's displaying got to participate for free. Canada First Bricks did that as a service just to the people who were displaying. And it was phenomenal. And I got some awesome parts out of the Deku Tree.
That is cool.
And the only reason why I have not bought the Deku Tree myself is because I got the Master Sword in the parts draft. And I was just so hype on that. So my Sig Fig at home has that as a smattering of accessory choices.
That's great. Yeah. Also, here, let me zoom in for a second. It's going to be hard to see this, but look at this little bee. It's got a little printed bee.
It is a great mold, and I believe
it's an egg.
First time that those fairy wings came out first in.
It's going to be either. It's a CMF.
It is a CMF. What series?
It's the Tooth Fairy. No.
'cause it's not a tooth fairy. It is a fairy.
Okay.
The color of the packaging is black.
Oh, this came out in. Wait, I remember this
It came out
being.
in trans pink first. Trans dark pink.
I remember this being in the Fly, as well.
It is also in the Fly.
Yeah. Where did it first come from?
Series 8, the fairy figure. Trans pink wings. First time it appeared in clear was
The Fly.
Season 10 honeybee costume, I believe.
Oh. Oh yeah, the one with the the one
And
that looked like a
printed
bee.
honey pot. Sorry, that's
What's up, little Billy? Little Billy in the chat.
Yo, Lil Billy. What up,
Little Billy in the chat, everybody.
Did you grow up watching Lil Bill? Sorry. Okay, so let's. I'm sorry. We didn't finish our Ben and Jerry's flavor talk.
Yeah.
But I also, since we're talking about minifigures, what is your favorite minifigure piece? Can be a hair piece, can be a facial print, an overall print, and what does your sig fig look like?
What is my sig? I have the most bland and boring sig fig out there.
Do you put costumes on your sig fig?
I don't even have it. I'll show you. It's downstairs. I went to the minifigure factory, the one that you go to in the Lego store.
Yeah.
You can paint, and I just did a white torso with my Ant Bandit logo on it, and that was it. And a smiley face and brown hair.
That is very boring.
It's super boring.
That is, honestly, I wish I hadn't asked.
I wish you hadn't either.
Oh, that's
No, I have been meaning to come up with a sig fig and something that's a little bit more representative of and that actually looks like me. But I don't know if Emily's still here. Emily came up with a great sig fig, and it looks exactly like her. And it's like clothes that you're known for wearing. I think that's cool. You know, like if somebody's got a hat, they're always wearing it. It's recognizable. I don't really have any other than my glasses. I feel like I don't really have a lot of recognizable traits. I don't have a jacket I'm always wearing.
Oh, you got handsomeness. No, okay, so as far as sig figs, and I'd love to know, drop this in the chat if you have a particular feeling. Are we going yellow minifigure? Are we going flesh tones? Or
that's a great question.
Either or.
I'm partial to the yellow because I feel like there's more just options for expressions with the yellow skin tone. I think
there definitely are, but there are limitations specifically for facial hair types.
That is true.
I struggled to find a good place for a sig fig face for a while. Also, Little Billy, I got you locked and loaded when we're done talking about sig figs. We'll get to meatball flavored ice cream.
Meatball flavored ice cream.
Yellow. Little Billy likes yellow.
Yep.
I have one for each. I have the Series 9 plumber face is the closest I can get to a darker.
You have a different sig fig for each flesh tone?
Flesh tone, yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I have a head that I swap between them.
Okay.
I also like to take my sig figs on vacation and use them like postcard style, and then take a picture of like landmarks with my sig fig.
I like
and
doing
build,
that
like,
too.
a little
Yeah.
rig. And I carry. It's funny. I have like a Ziploc bag full of accessories and different faces, like sunglasses and like stuff like that.
I do like doing that. I like to go. You got to get the. I feel like I do this every time I go on a Lego trip or like to a convention or that's on a plane. You got to take the minifig by the plane window seat pick. That is. Are you even doing travel right?
Are
if you don't take a
even
picture,
a fan of Lego?
are you even if you don't take a picture of your minifig?
Ice cream.
Um,
But no, I use the Series 9 plumber because it's the only one that has like a stubbly face, which obviously this isn't stubble, but it's also not full beard. So
Right.
That's the closest thing I can find in a Lego minifigure in yellow. And then I actually bought a couple of them just for if I ever decided to make like trinkets or like figures I wanted to give somebody my sig fig. Bobby from the Queer Eye set.
Oh,
That face and the color is perfect.
yeah,
So yeah.
that's a good one. I know a lot of people like really enjoy the sig fig trading aspect of like hanging out with people or going to conventions, and it's just something that I've not done a whole lot. Also, look at this, a 2x4 inverted tile. I have not seen this before.
Yeah, not a very common part. I want to say the most common
Look at that.
color is red.
Okay.
I think the first thing those came in and I'm pretty confident in saying it, are the Harry Potter house banner
Oh, okay.
sets.
I haven't built a Harry Potter set in a
I want
long
to say
time.
it's the only set, the only time it comes in red is in one of those sets. Oh, there was something I was. Oh, so sig fig trading.
Yeah.
I have a very big belief that became popularized. I'm sure you've seen them before, but the Lego business cards.
Which they don't do anymore, surprisingly.
No, but it has to do with how proprietary they treat the Lego minifigure. There are a lot of things that we can talk about, like history of it, that I'm not going to get into kind of the etymology of it because it mentions specific people in the community. But business card figures, super cool. I've got a drawer of them in my desk.
Nice.
One of my favorites, I used to work for a man out of the corporate office. I used to travel for Lego Kids Fest, and I did like cash wrap management, so I was in charge of like money and things like that. Not at every show, but I was one of a couple of managers that would go out a couple shows a year. And my boss, Paul Striefler, who's such a guy. Paul, if you ever see this, I love you so much. You meant a whole lot to me. And
Shout out to Paul.
Right before he left, Paul gave me a newer version of his sig fig. And at that time, Lego, if you paid a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. So basically, if you've never seen it, a Lego business card minifigure, they would get them in bags, and as an employee, you had to buy them just like you would buy your own business cards. But it had a Lego logo in the center, and then underneath it, it had your first and last name, and the back had your office number or your office cell, and then your office email.
How much would the cards? How much do they cost? Like how much do you pay for?
It would be, from what I understand, at cost, like sending it to a printer.
Oh, okay.
But they started doing, and it was a very limited run of them. You can find some Kevin Hinkle cards that have specific expressions on the face that were drawn for those minifigures. And Paul had one of those, and it's just like, it may be one of my favorite figures I have in my collection because it's a guy that I used to work for.
That's cool.
And it's cool because it looks just like him. They captured.
And it's custom. It's not a. It
is not in a set.
That's pretty cool.
Actually, the first minifigure with sleeves was a Kevin Hinkle.
Really?
Minifigure. And it was not dual injected molded like they are now, but it was a yellow arm that had black printed over the sleeves. And Kevin's figure also had pleated pants printed, so it was black, but it had a dark gray
Interesting.
line.
Shout out to Kevin Hinkle, by the way. I know he's no longer with Lego, but great guy and a great artist. He's doing a lot of really cool art stuff nowadays. I know he's worked a lot with our friend Brian Saviano for
Oh man, love Brian.
Bricks O'Brien. If you guys know Bricks O'Brien, and his I believe Kevin did all the art for his book, or did some of it.
Surprised me. I know that they're pretty tight.
They work together a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool to see how everyone in the Lego community is connected. Because even before I met Brian, because I know Brian through Bricker Builds, I actually knew of Brian because he worked for one of my mentors at Lego, Noel Camellia, and in Boston. So it's just cool. Like everyone in the Lego community, especially, not that I've been around longer than other people, but as long as I've been in the community, it feels weird because I'm like, I'm just me. But I do feel like I have deep roots that go into to so many relationships with people that if I don't know the person, I definitely know a person that knows them well.
What's your impression of the Lego community these days? Do you think that it's still like as great as it used to be? Like obviously you've been around for ages.
Are we gonna? That may be a hot take you don't want on my
No,
stream,
it's okay. I will gas up the community aspect because I mean we've got some of the community here.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I will say this. Like I was the kind of person who did Lego on my own. I didn't it was something that I did like with my siblings growing up, but like I had a few friends that liked it, but I really feel like I leveled up my interest in Lego when I found out what a lug was and like that there were other people out there doing this. Like I I was homeschooled growing up, but like it was just a couple other weird homeschooler kids that did Lego. It wasn't like a popular thing. I was like, oh, maybe this is a thing that homeschoolers do. But
You're standing at the end of your driveway, like, we have puzzles.
But yeah, no, I love the community aspect. I feel like I'm so grateful that, like, I mean, we met through Lego, you know, and
we did.
like,
you were a customer of mine at the store.
yeah, I walked in there.
I mean, that was what, 2016, 2017. No, it was.
No,
it was.
I didn't move to Atlanta until 2018.
Okay, then
so.
it was right as you moved to Atlanta.
Yep.
Because it was not too far after me getting
He would walk right up to me and ask me, "Is there anything I can help you with today, sir?" That was probably our first interaction.
No, hold on, I gotta pull.
Oh, pull it out. Yeah.
Is there anything I can help you with today? Okay, well, just let me know. I'm gonna be over here. I'll check back in with you in a little bit.
Wow, I'm actually there. I'm actually.
Honestly,
I can feel the yellow lighting on my skin.
It's almost been 7 years since that.
You can tap right into it.
You've been stuck with me for 7 years.
7 years. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
But no, the Lego community, to get, I guess, circular back around to Brick World Chicago,
sure.
Like I needed the Lego community when I feel like I dove into it a lot. Like, again, I've been kind of an accessory of a Lego community patron. I feel like I've been more of a salesperson as opposed to an active participant.
No.
I say that mainly for the fact that, like, when Atlanta BrickCon would happen and I was working at the store, being a manager at the store, I could not take the weekend off.
Oh, right.
And so I couldn't go to the convention. So there was an aspect of, like, I knew of the convention. I served a lot of the people that were there, but I did not have the opportunity
to participate.
To be able to participate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so I honestly, a big crux of like what I would do is I would build my own mocks at the store. I loved a good pick a brick building challenge because I was at the store 40 hours a week, and on days that it was slow, you better believe I was building mosaics off the wall and all sorts of stuff. So.
Hot takes. We get a little close to hot takes, but then we remember that this is recorded and people can access it, and we go like, wait.
No,
somebody might watch this.
Hot take.
Let's see. Old Greg is here. Oh, old Greg's got beef with Billy, I guess.
Billy's here.
Billy.
Hey, we love Little Billy.
Community is great. We love Little Billy. Old Greg, you should give Little Billy a chance. Old Greg said, I was homeschooled too, but it was under a bridge.
I do love whatever's happening. I was homeschooled and born in a barn, says Monkey Scout. You know what? Drop in the chat, homeschooled or not, what structure of civil service were you born near? A barn, a bridge?
This is a great stream.
Honestly,
I'm so glad you're back to this. What structure were you birthed in?
Hospital. Honestly, if it's hospital, leave it out.
I'm surprised we didn't get anybody saying they were born on the beach that makes them feel old. That's
honestly.
Did I just
Vivid
beat them
Bricks
to the
is
point?
Rapidly deleting what you just typed because you took it from me.
Uber Maddie said that feels familiar to me too. Once I learned what a lug was and found my next level Lego fun. Absolutely, yeah. I have I told you the story of how I met Chris Giddens?
No, you haven't. But you want to talk about someone that I've known for a long time? It is Old Gray Briggs. But let's hear
Old Gray Briggs. Yeah, no,
Dude, I got a long arm. I'm sorry.
I was
It's
just
just
gonna say,
going
yeah,
one
do
side
it
of the
again.
screen
Touch
to
me
the other.
reassuringly again. Yeah, that was nice.
What
It felt
did you
nice.
say?
I don't we're not going back to that. So I and Chris might be here and he might watch this, but we talk about this often. Chris is a good friend of mine, but he used to live here in Atlanta. He moved to South Carolina, but he was a big inspiration for me when I was like a 14 and 15-year-old.
I do remember we talked about this
Yeah.
ABC a couple of weeks ago.
And I was, active on Lego forums growing up, and I would, look up builds because, like, to me, none of it happened in person. It was all like online. It was just I saw these people and these conventions were out there, but I had never been to any.
That was back when the internet used to come in the mail, wasn't it, Grandpa?
Yeah. This has really been a back in my day type of stream. That's what it's really been. But no, Chris and I, like, I was a big fan of his as like a 14-year-old kid, and would like look at his builds and be inspired. And then I remember meeting him when I was like 12 or 13 for I had come to Atlanta for a robotics competition for First Lego League and met him, and and now, like, I'm friends with him and I build with him here, and whenever he's here, hang out with him, and it's like come full circle. So yeah.
I can't pick up Lego with my feet with socks on. I dropped a piece.
It's been a while since we've talked about your feet on this stream and how you
Here we go. Honestly,
that's a whole nother topic.
Dude, I am so flexible. Do you even know how to roll your pelvic bowl out properly? Because let me go ahead and tell you, I got up at 6 a.m. this morning and went to the gym, and I take care of my pelvic bowl.
I know. Hey, we can talk about that for a bit. You've been crushing it at the gym. Like, let's gas James up a little bit. You were flexing on the camera before. Let's show off a little bit of the guns. Come on. You look great, dude. I would say
don't
this.
Make me, okay.
Look at these guns.
I've been
Look
spending some time at the gym. I am no Exo Edits who is home.
Bam. Yeah, there it is.
I thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't need that.
You look good,
but
dude.
I have
You
lost
look good.
10 pounds in the last week.
Nice.
But it's because I had the stomach flu.
I think it's great. Like, just getting in the gym is a hard thing. I've been trying to hit it myself, but like I feel like you've definitely been killing it. So
well, shout out to my trainer, Coach Christopher Lee, not from Star Wars Episode 2.
What?
Or Star Wars Episode 3.
Christopher Lee, like Count Dooku. Christopher Lee. Okay. Is he still alive?
No, he died many years ago.
You're getting trained by the ghost of Count Dooku?
Dude, literally when I found him, I was like, I will love every second of this.
That's funny.
But no, it's been great because I've been working out with people in the Lego community. Exo Edits, boy can lift. Boy can also cook too.
Yeah, shout out to Exo Edits.
If you do not know Exo Edits, you are missing out. One of the most quality dudes.
I've tried to get him back on the stream, but he won't come back.
He's married now.
That's true. Maybe someday he'll come back. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. How does this go?
You're doing a bad job.
Thank you.
No, I appreciate you gassing me up because it's some days it just doesn't feel like it.
Some days you need to be you need to come on a live stream for me to publicly gas you up.
Well, you told me. So one of my favorite things to do, for any of you that are familiar with the picture of the thumbnail in the video, I love to just look at myself in the camera, and not even from a pride point, but because it's better than my mirror. My mirror is like warped, and it's like a funhouse mirror, and I'm like, oh no, is that what I'm looking like when I go out? And I come over here, and I'm like, oh man,
yeah.
If I was over 6 feet, I'd be unstoppable. Which that's a Dakota McIntyre quote. I can't take that. But.
Uber Matty said, better to build for sure. I've been trying myself to get it. I just had, actually, this is not, I had a really good workout this morning. I got a personal trainer as well.
Nice.
And I think, I don't know, I go through these phases of being able to go to the gym and like having a really good habits. And when I am in those habits, it's really easy.
For sure.
The moment that I fall out of it, it's really hard to get back into it. And I think I'm in a really good stretch right now.
No, it is really tough when you lose that momentum. Like being sick for easily the equivalent of like 7 days over the course of the last 3 weeks. It had been like 10 days when I went on Monday, and I felt like I was dying. And I was like, there's no way that I'm doing a good job. And one of my favorite things about at least the EverFit app that I use with my
oh no, old Greg said, I gotta go, you guys. I just spilled hot soup all over myself.
Honestly,
I'm sorry.
I hope that's not real, but if that is a bit that you're doing, you are
I'm
what
so
an
sorry,
amazing
old Greg.
comment. The soup is everywhere. Okay, it's definitely a bit, and I'm here for it. If there's anything that I love,
whatever you do, don't slip and fall or start running in place like a cartoon character trying their hardest not to slip and fall. You will
best-
only slip and fall harder.
The best thing would be if it's I just slipped and fell. If that was the next comment.
I'm sorry to hear you're going through, old Greg. I'm gonna give you a sincere.
I mean, honestly, old Greg, salad fingers, you got a lot going on. Honestly, if it drop a Y in the chat, if you even know what old Greg is, because
No, I don't think old Greg is a reference to old Greg. Is it? Is it?
that it's got 2 G's. That's a reference.
That's a
to old
reference to
Greg.
the old Greg.
That has to be a reference to.
Okay. Real quick, but so we can talk about the Lego. I just finished up the butterfly. Look how pretty this thing looks. This
Did
is.
that build cam change at all?
Huh?
Did that build cam change at all?
Yeah, we went from a wide to a closer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me, pardon my ignorance.
This is a really cool build. It's got, it does the thing that butterflies do, which is pretty much this. But yeah, I would really love to animate this. This is a really cool build. Very pretty. I love the gradient of the blue.
You still haven't animated one of my Gundam models.
I haven't. I would love to do that.
Ooh.
Little Billy's calling. He said,
Yeah, I don't know if we want to. You know what?
He had too much
You guys
tonight.
work it out outside of the chat. Okay, Uber Matty, you know what old Greg is? Bet. That's how kids say it, right? Bet.
I think you're a few years behind the slang.
Dude, I'm totally cowabunga, dude.
There's the butterfly on the stand.
All right, since you finished this, you do have something under the table that we talked about that's sealed under the table.
I do, but I want to keep building the bugs.
Okay, well, you can keep building the bugs, but I figured it'd be fun for us to try and feel new CMF figures.
I'm happy to do the. We'll each do one. How about? Does it sound good?
Okay.
Okay.
We'll each do one.
We talked about doing this earlier in the stream, or we talked about doing this earlier off camera. Okay.
I just want to see if I can do it because I was a pro at feeling minifigures.
So, let's set this up first. Let's set this up. So, I bought a bunch of the new series of minifigures right here. If you look on the camera, this is series 27. And I have scanned these. So, if you didn't know, there's an app that you can scan the barcode on the bottom to figure out what they are. And I have scanned all of them. So, I generally know that they are ones that I want already. However, we were going to try and
Feel them through the cardboard.
feel them through the cardboard to try and figure out what they are before we open. And I think that James is a little bit too confident that he can figure out which one it is.
I'm not confident in it at all. I think it's a funny bit.
Okay,
Try and
so we're gonna
feel-
try and do this. I'm gonna give you. Here, which one do you want? There's 4. Pick one. We'll each do one. So.
Here is what I would like to do: is I want each of us to choose one, and then I want us to independently scan. I want to know what you're feeling, so I know what you're guessing incorrectly. And I want
Okay,
you,
hang on. Let me pull up the app.
because I think that would be fun, and I think we should do these two. I also have no idea what's in this stack.
That's true. You are going into this blind.
I know it could be one of 12 things I already forgot.
All right.
that I
So
know.
you want me to scan it first?
Yeah, scan
Okay.
it, tell, and know what it is.
I know what it is, and this is one that I want. So don't break it.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, and then I'm gonna scan because I feel like it's better for us to.
No, hang on.
Okay, clear it out. I'm not gonna look at anything. I don't care that much. It's just
I gotta close the app fully.
Oh my
Hang on.
word. While we're waiting, what's your opinion on the Jaws leg set? I haven't seen the leg set. Is it inside the shark? What's the deal? Your phone. This is not doing it.
Focus, tap on the screen.
You can look and see that I. Okay, there we go.
Okay, you know what that is?
I know what that is.
What if they're the same one? What if it's the same minifigure?
All right, let's see. Oh, bro, this is a head.
Hang on. I'll let the camera see. I feel like I need to compress it a lot. I need to what if I got the cardboard wet? What if I made it a little damp? It would be easier to feel through the cardboard what I'm touching here.
All right, that is definitely a head.
Nobody's doing this. Can you imagine doing this in the Walmart
store,
aisle?
Just watching someone just
Crushing the box.
I feel like I'm doing the thing where I smash my sandwich before I eat it. I don't do that, by the way. I'm just saying. That's what I imagine.
Wait a second. Okay. No, this can't. I feel like see now I've created like a lack of pockets, so that's all jammed to the one. Okay, hang on. Yeah, you got to peel it off. I'm gonna guess that this one
That
is.
shakes like the Cupid CMF for sure. I have a guess based on. I have a guess based on the hairpiece that I think I found.
Okay, what are you guessing?
I am guessing that it is the cat person.
Cat person.
The person with the cats in the yard.
Okay. I'm guessing that mine is the longboarder.
Okay.
Okay.
Was I correct?
You're not correct.
You are also not correct.
Oh! Should we keep going until we're correct? Or should we just open? Let's just open.
Well, hold on.
Well, give you a second guess. You get a mulligan. Give one more guess. One more guess.
It is the space policeman.
Okay. I'm going to guess that mine is the pirate. No. I'm going to guess that mine's the steampunk guy.
No. Am I right?
You are right.
Perfect.
Yeah. You're also like, I bought like 5 of those. So.
Okay.
Oh, dang it. Dang it. You named mine.
I did, and the only reason I thought
It's the cat.
I was thinking about the shape of this hairpiece, and I was like, that is right at that. All right, I appreciate the mulligan. I'll let you open your mulligans.
Oh, it's okay. This
I
is the
already had
cat
the joy of
person.
building mine. I also am doing a terrible job.
I was gonna say you haven't made a whole lot of progress. In
Well,
this
it's
so far.
because I like talking too much.
It's
Honestly,
a yapping stream. We're yappers.
I love to talk.
We've been doing this for about an hour and 15 minutes. We'll probably go till like another 30-ish minutes, probably, right?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Whenever you want to.
I mean, I literally, you tell me when to leave. I don't honestly at this.
It's
point,
been fun, guys. Everybody. No, I'm just kidding. I want to build the mantis. That's what I want to build next. I think the mantis is probably one of my favorites of this.
Like, I'm just not even paying attention to the steps. I'm just sitting here talking, and I'm like, oh yeah.
If you're having a good time, then you're having a good time.
Oh, I did.
Little Billy said you should shake the other 2 boxes and guess by the shake.
We
So-
actually played a game like that.
We
once.
did play this. Actually, I did a video and it's unreleased. Maybe someday it'll be released. You're hearing it here first. We did a Christmas themed video, and James is in this video with Exo Edits Jetty, where the
I'm gonna
premise.
start calling him Exo Edits Jetty. Now that's.
I don't
like,
know.
There's another Exo Edits that's named like Steve.
Steve, not Exo Edit Steve. But the premise of this video was it was a Christmas themed video where the boxes were wrapped, and you had to identify the exact Lego set based on sound first, and if you missed that, you got sound plus box. You could see the box, and then lastly, and we also included the theme. We said like, oh, this is a gaming set, or
Well,
this
I
is
thought
a.
we were just allowed to touch it a few times.
I think you were allowed to touch. Yeah,
I think
there were 3 phases.
It was audio, and then seeing the box, and
Yes.
then we got less points if we touched the box. I don't think you even gave us theme.
I think I did. I said the
Maybe
theme
you
at the
did
start.
just qualifying the entirety of it.
Yeah.
It was very fun. I won.
You're spoiling.
It's unreleased. I can talk. You know
It is
what?
true.
I'm sorry. The 11 people who were in the stream,
It's-
one of them was a contestant. I'm sorry that I've effectively ruined.
I
your
can't ever
viewership
release
of
it
your
now.
video.
I can't ever put that out. No, it's fine.
No, it was great because I won Christmas
You did?
gift with purchase that I did not want to buy, and I put those on my tree this past.
Nice.
So it was nice.
That was during, I think, we shot it right before Christmas, and I had some family that was going through some health stuff, and I had to travel, and so like it was definitely like just a busy time as far as other life stuff going on, and I didn't get it get it put out, but it was a fun concept. Maybe I'll reshoot it with more entertaining guests, so. That's the same face you made earlier, isn't it?
You know, it's the one face that I have, Adam. I'm sorry that I can't change my face based on the preference of what you need. Also, I'm sure, like, however high def this is, you can probably see the spittle coming out of my mouth as angry as I am.
No.
I'm sorry that I ruined Christmas for you, Uber Maddie. What is... You're like, you're not doing enough, James. I gotta film myself.
No, I'm stretched out over here. I want people to be able to see the build.
Funny. Yeah, honestly, I'm just having a chill time.
Yeah, it was a good video. It was a lot of fun to make.
Honestly,
I'm sad that I didn't have the time to finish it because I wanted to finish it in time for Christmas because it was a Christmas themed video and I just didn't have the time. So
you know what comes in July? Christmas.
What are you most excited for this summer? Do you have summertime aspirations? Summertime aspirations. Yeah. What are your? What do you like to do in the summer? What do you like to do for fun in the summer?
Sleep.
Yeah.
Hibernate.
Most people hibernate in the winter.
Well, you know what? There's a reason why I'm here. 'Cause I'm not most people. No, I do enjoy going to the beach. I don't really go on my own. If it's like a group.
What do you do at the beach? Are you like a?
I get old. No, I like to take a good book out to. I generally will read a science fiction book or something like that, and sit under a tent, umbrella. Just.
Are you the type to enjoy a nice long walk on the beach?
I do like nice long walks on the beach. I do like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. So
let's just talk for one moment about the most awkward part of going to the beach, and it's not the sand in your like pants. It's not the dampness. It's not the. It's not
other people playing country music.
It's not the other sensory, like distracting things. Like I saw a reel recently that was like. This is why going to the beach is hard because it's sensory hell for like ADHD people with sensory issues, and but
is just made of Velcro.
Yeah, to me, the worst part about going to the beach is when you're walking, and you have to do that awkward thing where you turn around and walk the other direction, and it's so unnatural. Listen to me. You're walking, and I grew up in Florida going to the beach, so I've done this a lot, and I'm comfortable with it now. But if it's been a while, I'm definitely going to be uncomfortable. Like you determine how far you walk, and determining depending on how many people are watching you, increases the amount of awkwardness. Like you have to stand there, look like you're pondering something for a moment, like you're not actually turning around. You can't just 180. That's awkward. You can't just stop where you are and go the other direction. You've got to kind of do like an arc sometimes. Like you kick the water around. Maybe you bend down and pick up a shell and then you go the other direction. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Have you been walking for a lot of your life? Because I don't think you understand changing directions.
It's the 180 degrees element of it that makes it awkward for me. I was once traveling this direction. I was traveling this direction. Now I must retread and go the other direction.
I don't know why. You're losing me a little bit.
Okay, all right.
And honestly, I'm normally down for like something weird. And I'm like, how long have you been standing for? Have you been on your feet for very long?
I'm new to it. It's all new to me.
No, I mean it definitely. I will say I can't say that I have ever had these musings.
Okay.
Of like, oh man, up here.
That makes me feel even more special inside.
Up here in just a minute, I'm gonna have to turn around and people are gonna think I'm so dumb.
It's
like the fact that you're.
I would say no. Again, I'm comfortable with it, but it is a conscious effort, a conscious thought of like, all right, here I go. I'm gonna turn around and walk the other way now. Here I go. I'm walking the other way.
I don't know a whole lot, but if you need a special therapist, I will help you find it. I am a big believer in taking care of your mental health, and if this is your biggest struggle when you go to the beach,
I've got other things, but that's a pretty high priority. Yeah, that's a pretty high priority issue for me.
Oh, that's so funny. No, I mean, I've never thought about that before. So it's like,
usually this is the fix. The way around it is to walk so far that there's no one on the beach immediately to see you do it. And by the time they've glanced away, they're looking at their kids, they're looking at the water, there's a seagull, something else to distract them. You're already going the other direction. And they don't question it at all.
Now. your aspect of this is performance anxiety around other people. You're telling me that you walk and get the yips to turn around. You're like, oh, I don't even know how to do this anymore. It's the extra eyes that are watching you that's the problem.
It's about making it look natural. It's about making it look natural.
This is an issue that I am happy to help you solve, and I appreciate.
We should go walk on the beach together and figure this out together.
That's...
You can help me over. It'll be like coaching. You know, like you can do it. Everybody, look at him. You're like drawing attention to me and my awkward turning around.
To honestly just make it worse.
Uber Maddie is great. Haha, be yourself at the beach. 180 all you want. Forget the others. Also, shout out to Exo Edit Steve in the chat. No, that's good. That's really good. It's great to see you, Exo Edit Steve.
Oh, that's it. That has to be Tyler and Jetty.
Do you think Exo Edit Steve would be a guest on the stream?
I Exo Edit Steve at JNunnyBuns, JNUNNYBUNZ. Please, let's talk. This is what just happened.
Welcome to the stream, Exo Edits Steve.
Honestly, I wish I had thought of that. That is, there is a certain liberating feeling being at home and going, what am I going to stir next? And if you've ever participated in the chat with me, you know that is one of my favorite things.
Yep.
Oh, man.
You've stirred up a lot in the comment section on this stream.
I love to be of service. It's not much, but it's not much.
Honestly, I have you to thank for you know, the mental stimulation, you know, keeping my brain you know, sharp on the stream. Because what would this stream be if I didn't have, you know, people people in the chat saying things like let's walk on the beach together and chat.
Now the question is, if we walk on this beach, will it make me old?
Will it make me old? Other people who are new to this stream are just confused by all these. I'll say this: if you want to know what's going on, what the heck is happening here, show up every Wednesday, and we do this pretty much these same bits over and over again until we're dead. We don't come up with new jokes. We just do the same old ones, but it's always a good time. So
because it's the jokes that make us old.
It's really the jokes we make along the way that make us old. How are you enjoying your tall neck so far?
You know, I think the foliage is what's going to be built by the end of all of this. I don't know. I'm just casually building. Again, most of the building that I do now is building to a purpose and to trying to make it. I don't want. This isn't a plug for Bricker Builds, and I won't get into it. But I do so much playtesting of models, and there is a level of expediency sometimes to do it. In a timely manner because someone is paying me to do it, that I very rarely get a chance to just like unwind. Like the number of things that I have at home to build that I honestly want to build, I still haven't finished my X Mansion.
Oh wow!
I almost brought that with me. But
we could do a superhero.
We could.
Night.
Aubrey, let's do superheroes while Adam's gone. You laugh uncomfortably. And the joke's on you because I know someone here that will be inside.
That would be funny.
First time catching it live. Welcome.
There you go.
First time catching it live. Okay.
Now Maddie is.
Now tell us, do you watch the stream in syndication?
We do have a lot of people, and shout out if you're watching this and just watching the replay. I do appreciate y'all too. Oh, I almost dropped
off part of the table.
But yeah, we do have a lot of people that just watch after we're done streaming, and I think that's great. I think that's really cool. This stream really exists just for like me to build my backlog and hang out and kind of have a weekly chat with you guys and with some rando.
Whoa, who is Exo Edits?
It's Exo Edit Steve, everybody. We have to differentiate between Exoedits Jetty
the
and
S in
Exoedits Steve
GS
now.
stands for Steve. Good Steve animation.
Exoedits is old and wrinkly.
Oh, that's
Man, it's like there's an
I'm so glad I
Exoedits
was
franchise, and you know we've got multiple.
Exoedits verse.
The Exoedits multiverse. What if Steve is Jetty from a different dimension, and they just both have the same path in life?
Once in a blue moon on double speed. That honestly sounds like the most stressful way to consume this content.
I really want to know what we sound like on double speed. That's funny.
Oh man, you know, there's never a dull moment here.
Thank you for joining live, Maddie. I appreciate you being here.
Jetty said, "I'm so confused."
Oh, well, that's not actually Jetty.
No,
I thought
think
it was
it's
somebody
I
else.
think it's GS animation because it's Exoedit Steve. Honestly, when people say backlog, I think constipation. I honestly best kept secret now. I am happy for this to not be a thing.
My backlog, in which it has nothing to do with that, is definitely depleting at this point. And part of like when I started doing this stream last year, and really doing it frequently. Are you okay? Are we boring you?
I mean,
You want to
I am not boring you. You are boring me. Sorry, keep going. Your backlog is dwindling.
Yeah, I mean, I started doing this, with the idea of, hey, I've got plenty of stuff to build for a long time, and I do, but I also have, dwindling space, and so every time I build a set, I have to, figure out, okay, is this one that I'm going to display immediately? And these bugs are definitely one. I think the butterfly for sure, and the mantis are my favorite. The beetle, I think, is going to be one that I need to figure out what I'm going to do with. We'll see. I may like displaying that one, more than I think I will. It's a cool set, but I think I'm definitely more drawn to the butterfly and the mantis.
I feel that.
So we'll see. But I'm definitely running low on sets that I have options to build. I do still have the Space Shuttle Discovery, the NASA shuttle down there, and that's going to be probably like a big multi-part stream eventually. But yeah, I also, I'm 2 weeks ago we did our first stream with a set that I received from Lego from the Ambassador Network.
Yeah, you built the fun of peanut butter.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. What have I done here? Did I mess something up? No, I did not. But I will be doing that more in the future too. Like if we get any sets for review or just to feature, I definitely want to, build them live here as opposed to, doing a more traditional review. And I think that's a great way to, show off the sets and kind of my thoughts on them live as opposed to putting together a more packaged review. And we get to just, build it. So. Steve and Jetty. Oh, man.
What is happening? Why is happening? This is...
I feel like I'm seeing the universe reflected back at us in the chat
There
right
is
now.
a lot that's taking place, and it is...
I feel like you're up to something over there on your phone, and I don't want to know what it is.
I honestly just don't understand my phone.
We need to have both Steve and Jetty on the stream at the same time, and then we'll have them fight to the death, and they can choose who will take over the Exoedits mantle.
Oh my word. There's a lot that's taking place.
I love all this interaction in the comment section
Where
because
is happening? Who is happening?
why is me and why is thee, said Monkey Scout. I didn't think that this stream would get this existential tonight, but we are rapidly approaching the deepest questions that the universe has asked us. It would be fun to build your X Mansion on stream if you ever wanted to.
Yeah, I've still got 2/3 of it left.
Here, let me display we'll put the butterfly kind of.
All right, you know what? I'm too old. I can't figure out how to change my other YouTube accounts now.
You were up to some
I
shenanigans.
was going to try
knew
and be
it.
Exo Edits Steve's with an S.
I knew it.
Maybe next week.
No, you should have done, at some point we'll have Exo Edits Steve, Exo Edits John, Exo Edits Jetty, Exo Edits Ron.
You know what? Drop your Exo Edits preferred handle in the chat.
Yeah. We'll do the rebrand right here. Do you prefer Jetty as
We're
Exo
getting
Edits?
Existential here.
Feeling existential.
Uh,
I gotta go. So Adam, I've been here for the past couple streams. Can I have a shout out to GS? Yeah, GS, welcome to the
GS,
streams.
we've been giving you a shout out the whole time.
What's up, GS? Yeah.
Bro, what the heck? Honestly, this is like, I'm happy to not know who Batman is of this situation. Bye,
Hope you,
Steve. That's I am so. It's really easy to switch between your YouTube accounts, so I would not be surprised if it's like a phone and a laptop situation happening
I have no
here.
idea. Somebody's enjoying themselves.
Like, honestly, bye, Steve. Hey, thanks. Like, I feel like I'm listening to a schizophrenic.
GS, thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out. Come and hang out next week too. And yeah, I'm getting this stick built.
Dude, the bug is stick.
I feel like we need more of these in this bug series though. I think this would be a really cool, series to continue. I feel like there's a lot of ideas sets that we get that would definitely deserve some kind of a follow-up. Speaking of ideas sets, we did just also get the reveal for the riverboat.
Yeah, I actually have not
What's your
looked
thoughts
at
on
the
the
riverboat in depth. The other day when it came up, I did not have the attention to spend to it. But if it's on Lego.com, presumably after the announcement, I'll take a look real quick.
I think it looks cool. I'm not necessarily like a big boat guy.
I'm not the customer for it,
No.
but
But it is a cool design. It doesn't come with any minifigs or anything, which makes sense because neither did like the Titanic or the. Amazing.
I do like to take myself on long walks on the beach and talk to myself.
Alrighty.
Never mind, I can stay for a little bit. Well, we're taking our shout out back. No, I'm just kidding. There's no way to actually do that.
Once you've set it and put it on the internet, it's there for good.
All right, let's take a look at this Lego riverboat.
I will say we did have a bunch of other sets that came out in March, as well, and I know that there's a lot of ones that are very hype.
Oh man,
That's funny.
That honestly, Jetty, I feel you. Jetty is texting me, bruh. Okay, riverboat. Have you ever been on a riverboat like that?
I haven't. I've seen them.
I've been on one. Let's take a look at.
Where did you go on a riverboat?
It was in Memphis. I have a picture on it. I mean, it looks fine. It's an interesting use of the croissant piece is like the ruffles on.
Yep.
Honestly, I don't think you would do well building this. It's got too many strings you could cut in half.
That's a callback right there.
Yeah, I mean, it looks neat. It would be something that... Excuse me. Comes out on April 11th. Intuitive. No, it's one of those things that I liked working at the store for a lot of reasons. I love people, love customer service in that regard. But honestly, I love being able to play with almost everything that came out. Even if I wasn't going to buy it, because I was there so much, I got to build a lot of things too. And so it really scratched that itch of like, oh man, I want to build something, and I didn't have to spend money on it.
You got to just check it out as soon as it came out too.
It does not float. I can very confidently tell you that. Exo edits Steve. The sentences I didn't think I was going to say. How many more? What else are you doing? Are you building the full praying mantis?
I kind of want to, but are you feeling it?
Oh, no, I'm not feeling it. I'm just trying to decide if I need to open another bag.
Yeah. I got.
Okay.
Let's do. Let me do the finish up with the mantis, and then we'll wrap things up. So we got a little bit left.
I probably only have one bag in me, but that gets me halfway through the set. I definitely should have brought the kingfisher. But that is okay.
I don't know. It looks like it only has 2 bags for this praying mantis.
I believe that's right. 3 for the others because they have more substance.
I will say, so what are some other... We did get our F1 sets, the F1 takeover of Lego these days. It's happening with all of the racers that came out.
2005.
What's that?
Feels like it's 2005. We had some F1 stuff back then.
That's right. I will say I'm not the biggest F1 fan. I know a lot of people out there are really enjoying
bricks a lot. Oh,
yeah,
is literally in building heaven.
Yep.
With it.
So I'm really happy for everybody who's like enjoying the launch of all the F1 stuff, but it's just not for me. So, but I will say I'm excited for. I would love to get that Lilo and Stitch house.
I do like the way that looks. Yeah.
Do you use a DSLR while with animated Ant Bandit? And yes, I do actually. And also welcome Joel's Brooks. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. But yeah, I use a. In fact, what we're shooting on right now is a Sony A7 III. It's a mirrorless camera. Also, how am I supposed to? You tell me how that's supposed to. Oh, never mind. It goes on the other side. Never mind. I'm an idiot.
These Lego instructions don't even make any sense.
I was trying to do something that instructions are telling me to do. Anyways, yeah, I use Sony A7 IIIs. I've used them for a few years. I think they're great. I think the mirrorless cameras are kind of the way to go these days. But honestly, if you are looking for a recommendation on a camera to use for animation, my recommendation is always going to be the camera that you have, because cameras are expensive and there's always going to be a new one. There's always going to be more coming out.
Like
and
Lego set. There's always a new Millennium Falcon.
Right. So my recommendation is like get one that you're happy with that can do most everything, and get really good at lighting and practicing your other production skills. But if you're going to spend money on gear, I would recommend getting an older camera and then probably going for like a nicer lens, because lenses don't depreciate in value very much. They pretty much stay at the value that they're at. So that's a really good thing if you ever want to sell your stuff. Cameras, though, there's always like a new camera that comes out, and
That's not what my optometrist told me. Said my lenses aren't worth anything anymore. Sorry, that was...
No, you're fine.
That one was a bad one.
All right, we got...
Don't forget to like and subscribe, chat.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you, ExoEdit Steve.
I feel so bad because I feel like I've given someone the ability to try and co-opt the ExoEdit's name.
This is all your fault.
Jetty, I'm so sorry.
He was just about to get back to making content too, and now look at this.
It really was.
No, it's all good. You're welcome here, Steve. But yeah, no, I have a lot of different projects. Most of my projects these days are Lego related. I've got I'm going to be heading on vacation next weekend, and so I'm trying my hardest to work on a mock right now that I've yet to build, but I'm very excited about, and I'm hoping to finish up that video to put it out very soon. And if I can put it out before vacation, then I'm going to be very happy with myself. So we'll see if I can do that.
Tell me a corny joke. What's a corny joke?
Are you asking me?
Oh, yeah.
Me to tell you a corny joke? Are blonde jokes still in?
You're not allowed to do that.
Are blonde jokes considered offensive now?
I think all jokes are considered offensive now.
This is true. This is true.
We're looking for something that is not exclusionary at all.
Okay.
I'm just looking for a clean, like, why did the Scarecrow win the Nobel Prize?
Why is that?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Oh, that's a classic. Yeah. That's classic.
That was when we would do sound check. I used to play in a metal band. If you can't tell that by nothing about me.
By his...
My single arm tattoo I showed for 2 seconds. No, I would tell that joke during sound check.
Nice.
When they're testing mic levels.
Steve is only here for the chat.
I honestly, GS Animation or Exo Edit Steve, as he's known by night. I disagree. I do think that a big spirit of jokes are at the expense of something or a group. And don't get me wrong, I've got a Type 5 set that I can do. Not on this stream, but I have a Type 5.
I would love to see your Type 5.
It is not good. There's a reason.
Have you ever tried it? Have you ever done it?
I've come close to doing something like...
I would be in the crowd. I would be your plant in the crowd. I would be heeing and hawing.
They do enough like open mic nights, and I already have enough things to cry about in my day-to-day life. I don't need the disapproval of others to be part of it.
I think you'd be good at it. You should give it a shot.
Identity theft is not a joke, James. This is... Okay, so I will tell you, this is a funny situation. I don't know, have you ever had a situation... I love messaging with strangers.
Okay, yeah,
I love
same.
To message...
Like a wrong number situation.
Wrong numbers, or... have you heard the news about Corridor Pros? They're making headlines. That's beautiful.
That's
a wonderful first stream for you.
Wow, Maddie really came in here with a banger.
Don't take that emoji off of that. Wear that like a badge on.
That's great.
I
might have to steal that one.
That's great. I definitely.
I'm gonna have to. I'm taking that. I'm putting that in my pocket for later. Thank you, Maddie. That's great.
Some guy tried selling me a coffin. Last thing I needed. Oh, this is great. Okay, you just keep dropping them in.
Look at this.
We'll read some of them.
They think that we're here for their entertainment, but it's really the other way around. We just went live on YouTube.
On you because my Type 5 just became a Type 515. So keep it coming.
We love it. We love it.
But no, I love messaging wrong numbers, or I am going to use a word that if you don't know what it is, it's going to be strong. But pig butchering scams.
Okay.
So that is a word that is used.
Should I be offended by that word?
No. It is a word that is used for specifically like text scamming of people that are like, oh, hey, Brian, we're going to grab lunch later. And you're like, oh, I'm not Brian. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
What's your name?
I get those all the time.
Well, the idea is the reason why they call it pig butchering is because during COVID is where a lot of these started. I'm not going to get into the history of it, but I could. But essentially, it was a revenue source for like mobs, and they would essentially take people captive and make them participate in these things to prey upon people's loneliness during COVID.
Interesting.
And so it was create a relationship, fatten up the relationship, and then make it about a financial thing and butcher them.
Interesting.
So anyway, it's like a whole thing. You definitely should take that mic drop. That was a perfect joke. I actually think I was listening to Adele. She was rolling in the Jeep. That one's... I like the first one better.
Yeah. The effort was there.
But honestly, no one's batting average is a so keep going. The spirit.
I feel like that one. If someone told me that in person, I would laugh. But I think reading that one was a little bit. It took away from the experience
I feel like
slightly.
there's definitely a level to how you detract. But anyway, so I love texting pig butchering scams back. And my favorite one before Jetty got married, I'm not gonna give this person the details, but
Thanks, James.
He,
on behalf.
Well, I don't want to give Ecto Edit Steve any more information than necessary. But anyway,
who's Jetty?
So I had one that was messaging me. And I just make up stuff about myself. And honestly, it's a game to see how long I can get them to respond back to me. And they were like, where do you live? And I was like, oh, I live here. And I posted a picture of the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid in Memphis. And I was like, such beautiful landscapes that I see. And they were like, oh, I live in Chicago. Can we be friends? And I was like, yes, we can be friends. And I was going to be driving through Chicago for something.
No way.
And so I was like, I will be coming to Chicago. Can we meet for lunch? And it was, oh, I am busy at that time. And I was like, are you sure? I would love to meet for lunch. We are friends now. And they were like, no,
wow.
Please do not come to Chicago. And I was like, don't worry, on my way to Chicago. And I was taking pictures of like how many miles away from Chicago I was.
Way.
And I was like, I think I have your location. And then I was just sending pictures, like, generally of a map, because obviously they don't live in Chicago. They're in, like, Bangladesh. And
nothing against Bangladesh.
And nothing against Bangladesh, but they weren't in Chicago, so there's no real threat. But it was so much fun.
That is hilarious.
So I love doing stuff like that.
That's funny. I have done that in the past myself, and I usually... My responses tend to trend more offensive images.
Oh, that makes me sad.
Which is probably problematic, but
honestly, a crime's still a crime, even if you don't have a face to go with it.
Well, even not just offensive. So I like to. It's like things that are uncomfortable or like random pictures and things. Like I remember one person I got a scam text, and I just sent them. They asked, "Is this Benny?" And I sent them pictures of Benny from the Lego Movie.
Well, that's not an offensive picture.
I'm trying to save my reputation from what I said earlier.
I appreciate that.
To make you think more highly of me. That it's a more tame than it originally sounded.
A tall order for me to think more highly of you, because I already think.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no. Oh, GS said, I asked a beekeeper for 7 bees. He gave me 8. He said it was a freebie.
All right, so chats. Have a good night.
No. My mantis isn't done yet. I got to finish my mantis.
I'm probably not going to finish this. It's not that I am disinterested in it. It's that I'm not interested enough in it.
I think that's just a longer way to say
I think that this is a mistake in these instructions. It definitely is. Look at this. I build this like this, and then I get here to put this on, and those parts aren't there anymore. And then they're there again when I get back here.
Oh, yeah.
Disappointing.
I'm missing a piece now.
Probably not, but what is it?
That's a 1x3 modified in dark tan, or not modified.
You've used it incorrectly.
What? I have used it incorrectly. You're correct. You're correct.
I know I'm correct. One of my favorite things to be in this world. When I was told I could be anything when I grew up, I decided it would be correct. My favorite part is by the end of the stream, you're like, should I have had him on?
Questioning it.
There's a level of never again. I am sad that JJ hasn't shown up for my first stream in a while.
Yeah, JJ pops in every once in a while. RC1140 asked, "What's Adam's favorite movie?" And
Probably the B movie.
my favorite movie, honestly, it kind of changes based on my interests. I definitely am a big Star Wars fan and can always watch Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back. Yeah. Empire Strikes Back. Empire Strikes Back.
Strikes Backs.
Not me mispronouncing the name of my favorite movie. I do really love Empire. I'm a big Empire fan.
Lords of the Ring.
Lords of the Ring. Yeah, no, I like all kinds of movies though. I some of my favorite animated movies, my favorite Disney movie of all time is Treasure Planet.
Ooh.
And I feel like not enough people have seen Treasure Planet.
I do love Treasure Planet, and I could have guessed that because you brought it up in casual conversation before this.
When did I do that?
You brought that up while you were setting the thumbnail.
Oh, okay.
You were like, "Hey, have you ever seen Treasure Planet?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I have."
I'm the kind of guy who just brings up his favorite movie at every chance he
Hey,
gets.
have you ever seen Citizen Kane? Rosebud, am I right? That guy
Oh my gosh.
definitely went to film school, which
Oh yeah.
I also. What did you get your degree in?
So
Okay, I'm looking for a one-word answer. I'm not looking
communication studies
Okay.
with a minor in digital media.
Okay.
So I did participate. I did go to a school. The film school opened the semester after I.
for Full Sail.
No. But I was a part of the early film program at my university.
Oh no, I know where you went. Never mind.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny because of Full Sail. I think that's all I have to say.
Yep.
The Arizona State of digital media.
No, I love movies though. I've seen a lot of movies. I remember, I dual enrolled I went to a community college growing up, and I remember,
Like as a kid?
what's that?
Sorry.
What?
You're like you said growing up, like you're like 7 and you're at this community
I was
college
growing up.
taking like a basket weed.
I'm technically still growing up.
I mean,
we're all in the process of growing up.
That is how the world works.
Yeah. But I remember I think that kind of really, that film class, I think everybody should take a film appreciation class or film studies class. But I remember going to this class and the teacher showed us all these weird, bizarre foreign movies, things that like...
Cabinet of Dr. Caligari.
We watched Seven Deadly Sins. We watched all kinds of stuff. And it was great. It was super educational. But I remember, before that, I was kind of, I was not, I didn't think about films very critically. And the first day that he walked in to class, he said to the whole class, "I'm going to ruin movies for you forever." And he was right.
He proceeded.
He proceeded to do that. He proceeded to do so, and now I'm.
David Hasselhoff wasn't actually in the SpongeBob SquarePants live-action movie. It was all recuts from Baywatch.
This is the real the film criticism class that we need is the SpongeBob movie.
No, I just knew so many. So I minored in film.
Oh, did you? I didn't know that.
Yes, I minored in film with a concentration in television.
I had no idea. That is James lore that I did not know.
So I have a degree in.
Oh, ExoEdits is ExoEdit Steve is heading out. Bye, ExoEdit Steve. Thanks for coming by. Back to his own dimension, I think.
Yeah,
he's headed back to his home dimension.
I'm curious if ExoEdit Steve's ever going to show up. Like, honestly, I don't know. I feel very weird. Anyway.
Oh no, it was Maddie that's heading off. Maddie is heading off. So, see you later, Maddie. I've misread the chats here through my light stands that I'm looking at.
It's literally the one thing that's blocked, and I'm like, I have to. It's basically like trying to read a cryptext.
Basically.
No,
Anyways.
I have a bachelor's in history and a minor in film. Not that any of that matters.
Dang.
I can read and write, and I play with toys for a living. Tell me what I've done with history and film other than annoy people in the last 10 years. But no, I love film. I love television specifically, just as a narrative format.
Yeah.
And there are so many insufferable people that make it awful. Like, nothing's worse than talking about something you love with someone who thinks that they love it the most.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
And be it the Lego community, be it...
I would say it's rare in the Lego community, in my experience, but...
yeah, it is, but there's a word that I coined with Aaron Crumbly that I'm not going to say on stream.
Okay.
I'll help tell it to you.
I want to know this.
I'm pretty sure I've said it to you, but he and I coined a term. Because it's just... Honestly, at the end of the day, it's very true that there is a level of, like... It's... Sorry. Just
You're
GS
fine.
Animations acting like he's not Exo-Edit Steve. No, not OG Exo-Edit Steve. Anyway, like, at the end of the day, it's so easy to just be, like, normal sauce. And be, like, an easygoing person. And the people that make things just so intense for the sake of, like, intensity...
Yes.
Or pride make things extremely difficult.
I agree with that.
And man, at the end of the day, I love people. Love people. But they will give you every reason to not love people.
I think where it comes for me is, like, you know, I think a lot of people feel like liking things is a competition.
Yes.
And honestly, like, I think that it's totally fine to like something casually, to not know everything about a subject, or you know, not know everything about an interest. You know, if something's a hobby for someone, especially like Lego, like, it's totally fine to just, you know, have a casual knowledge of things. And I think that people, especially in the world of hobbies that are monetized, get kind of competitive, and they also they take a lot of pride in you know, their hobbies and what they do, and people put a lot of self-worth into things that are just meant to be fun and casual, you know. And I definitely agree with that. You know, we should just have fun, you know, like.
Oh, you like TV? Name every failed NBC television program in the last 40 years.
Yeah, no,
there's
it's okay to like things.
Yeah, there's just a level of it where it's like, again, just it's so easy to be easy.
Yeah. I'm on the verge of wrapping up this mantis here.
Well, I am still just slowly putting parts together. Because again, it's about the casual build for me at this state.
Alrighty. Check that out. Look at the mantis. This is a very... I don't think this is life size at all, but it's pretty close.
I say they make, like, there's a factory. Like, they make them that
Look at
way.
this. It's very posable. I really like how
appreciate
posable
the
it is.
use of the Ninjago Season 6 rubber sword in solid green instead of
Look at that.
composite.
Chop it, chop, chop, chop. Really cool model. How's it supposed to sit here? Let's put it on the stick here. Just goes like
One
that.
of my biggest complaints is that yellow articulated finger clip that's in the center of the thorax.
Oh yeah, that should be green.
That
Why is that yellow? That's the only yellow piece.
that is the only yellow piece. Do you want to know that part actually exists in lime green?
Which set?
One set. Lego X-Pods.
Oh, man.
I haven't dug that out.
I love X-Pods,
Oh,
though.
I
X-Pods
love
were
X-Pod.
the best.
X-Pods,
I grew up with
honestly,
X-Pods.
The fact that we don't have anything comparable to X-Pods or some of the little
Yeah.
pod deals that we used to get, what a shame.
Here's a look at, here, we'll clean up a little bit here. Here's a look at the two out of the 3 bugs that come in the insect collection set. And you want to show off your progress?
Here's a
It looks like
diorama.
another entry. We should put another bug on the... And just for... he wasn't here tonight, I don't think. But just for...
Dylan Campbell.
just for Dylan Campbell, there's Batman. We're putting Batman on the butterfly.
He'd probably want to prank
So if he's watching this, that's for you, Dylan. He always comes in and asks us to put Batman on the build.
Yeah, he prepped the station. I saw the Batman under the table and I went,
Yep.
that's for Dylan Campbell.
These are beautiful builds, really great designs by Hachiroku. Yeah, I think we're right at 2 hours, so we'll probably wrap things up here. And you'll just have to carry the shame of not finishing your build on stream.
Honestly, I'm going to carry it like a badge of honor because if there's anything that I have taught myself in all of my years is it's okay not to finish what you start.
That's okay. Yeah. It's not a race, except when you win. And in
It's
this
not
case,
a race if you're always in first.
this is true. I did just sit back and let you build while you told a few stories too. So I did. And also,
I'm not going to say anything, but I could use a shoulder massage because I carried this whole stream.
That is true.
On
Yeah.
my back.
Big thanks to everybody who is here. We got a few people left in chat. And thanks for joining us. Obviously, big thank you to James, who, if you don't follow him, you can find him on Instagram. He's also got a really cool Gundam and mech focused page called Lego New Type. You can go and follow Lego New Type on Instagram. He posts all kinds of pictures of cool Gundam builds and
see all the Power Ranger Super Sentai stuff I'm always working on.
Super cool stuff. Hope to see you guys next week. We'll be back around 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern. We definitely got a later start on this stream tonight, but next week hopefully we'll be right on time at 7 p.m. Eastern, and we're gonna have Tyler De Silva, aka Vivid Bricks, who was on last week. He's coming back. And we're going to just hang out and sort for a little bit. And, yeah, it's going to be fun. We'll have James back, too. James is going to come back. But yeah, we're going to we'll do our sign-off. Let me...
I'm not waving at anybody.
You're going to wave. You got to do it. It's a tradition. You have to. You have to. Yeah. All right, everybody. See you next week. Bye. Thanks for joining us.
See you.
Got to wait for the whole...